But we're just spending one night, Keek. Have a good spaghetti dinner with Uncle Scott, Aunt Bethany, and the girls. Everybody's going to be there, I think. There's somebody in the middle of the road. Tow truck's there trying to get people out. Oh, and they're digging. They're trying to get under that to be able to pull them out. And that was not a tow truck. That was just a bunch of people out trying to unstick that car. I'm really kind of disappointed now. I went and saw that Isuzu V-Cross that was for sale. And I got on YouTube and was watching a lot of videos, and they're pretty badass. You know, they're the kind of thing that people take out and climb up mountains and do that real rugged kind of Jeep thing. I would think that since they're more of a passenger car, people don't go as extreme as they do in the Jeeps they build just to climb rocks. And I think if you roll one of those V-Cross, you're a lot more upset than if you roll like a Jeep you've modified. I know, Keek. Oh, lots of crying. There's 80 again. Slow down. I saw somebody coming and it made me mad. I don't like to get past. Still. But Escapee 2012 said something in a recent video that sometimes she's happy when she gets behind a semi because she has an excuse to go slower than the speed limit. I could really identify it because I've gotten that way with Cousin Eddie. I like to do it for two reasons. Because I'm not going to beat the hell out of my RV like that. I'm not going to run 85 miles an hour all the time. I'm not going to do it. But I also do it, you know, to do some drafting and save on gas mileage a little bit. Because with Cousin Eddie, the gas mileage goes, it's a huge drop when I go above 65, really. And plus, I don't want to beat up on it. I know. There's more cars off in the ditch here. Yeah, I guess this was a long commute last night. I think I've said before, Ohio's like 50-50. Half the people have an idea of what to do on snow and ice, and half the people don't have a friggin' clue. And will consistently do some really ignorant things. I think oftentimes you have to worry far more about what the fools are doing than what you're doing. But no matter your vehicle, if it's slippery and icy, you just got to slow down and leave your brakes alone. I'm just in a rambling mode, so I'm going to ramble. When I lived in Colorado, I had 50 miles one-way commute to work. And, you know, it's Colorado, we get lots of snow up there. And luckily, the Subaru I had at the time was a stick. So I could make that entire drive pretty much without touching my brakes. Because when it's slippery out, you just use your engine to control your speed. Don't use your brakes. And I've watched people right in front of me touch their brakes and go sliding. Right now, the car says it's 27 degrees out, so it's not too bad. But you still have to pay attention. I gave you the whole front seat, and you're laying back there in the back seat. What you doing? What you doing? You good? That's usually where you like to ride. You're doing a lot more crying. A lot of talking. Ooh, you got nasty breath. Nasty. Well, yeah. You gotta do something about that. Man, I just don't like being passed. They're okay. Get you down in your room. You can decide to be social with the other cats or not. It's up to you. Minnie's gonna want to play with you. No? Not at all? Alright, we'll see then. As I'm thinking more and more about the full-time, moving to full-time, leaves me in that, again, that's still that flux position I'm in. I really like having a house, having a home base. I have this car will soon be paid off, which will free up a lot of money because this car's pretty expensive. Payments have been very high for very long. But I have the option of my uncles and aunts' basement that they've set up for me. I have the option that I can still afford the house I'm renting from my buddy. And then he's told me he has another house for rent that is even way cheaper than this. I haven't seen it yet. But his family owned a lot of property, and I think sometimes he's more interested, I think, in helping people out than making money, which you don't find a lot of people like that. He's really a good guy. And I think he'd be happy to have somebody in there that he knows is going to make the payment every month and not tear stuff up, actually make things better. So, but getting him to do stuff is never easy.
In 1.25 miles, keep left.
We were already gonna go see that other house this week, but it didn't happen. So I'll text them and at least get the address so I can drive by and take a look. Because he said it's a small 2-bedroom that needs work, but it also has a garage. And for me, with the price he said he's looking for, that's not much more than some storage places, and I have a place to keep my car. If I move into my uncle's basement, he has all kinds of garage space, but most of it is occupied. Yeah, the car's gonna want gas here pretty soon. We might have to stop and put some gas in. I got to.